Hey guys, what's up? It's Andy. If you're like me, you like to spend a lot of time on the internet. I've discovered some useful and cool websites, and these are 16 cool websites that I think you need to know about so you can share with your friends. The first category is hugely important in life, and that's to learn. Always be learning. These are some of the best websites for learning. And the first one is Wolfram Alpha. If you've never heard of this, it used to be more of just a mathematics site to learn about formulas and see how formulas are worked out. But now it's more of a computational knowledge engine. That's what it calls itself. So you can learn about almost anything here, but just spend some time on Wolfram Alpha and just search the search bar for anything that interests you and you'll learn more about it. It's like Wikipedia on steroids, kind of. Second learning site is khanacademy.org. Khan Academy is basically where you can learn anything for free and take all kinds of online courses. This is awesome for people who maybe want to reiterate some of their classes that they're currently taking, or people who are out of college or out of school who need a refresh on some of the courses that they took, or just people who are in general interested in any courses that maybe they missed out on while in school or didn't have a chance to learn about previously. It's awesome that they have this. It's a great resource for learning. And the best thing about it is that it's free, available to anyone at any time at no cost. And the last learning website is unplugthetv.com, a cool website like this. It gives you random educational videos and also interesting videos. If you don't want to watch the video that it suggests, you just click on this link right here. I want to watch something else, and it just randomly gives you another educational or interesting video. And it's really cool. Instead of wasting your time watching TV that you don't care about, you can actually learn something or at least be inspired somehow through these videos. That's unplugthetv.com. Second category is time travel. And yes, you can travel time on the internet using two websites. You can travel back in time using the Wayback Machine. Here you can search almost any website. You can actually look at the website the way it was 10, 15, 20 years ago, because it saves snapshots of almost any website that's indexed. I like looking back at Apple's website. So if you search apple.com, and you can choose what year that you want to view the website, what apple.com looked like in 2000. Let's do the year 2000. It brings up a calendar of the year 2000, and you can click on these blue dots. Those are snapshots of the website. So let's look at apple.com on May 11th, 2000. And there you go. This is what apple.com looked like on May 11th, 2000, 15 years ago. And it's just funny. And you can click on some of these links and then it'll work. Here's a snapshot of the Apple online store. You can get a iMac for $7.99. So that's Wayback Machine. It's fun to go back and look at all the different sites, what they look like years ago. Now, if you want to travel in the future, go to futuretimeline.net. This is a really interesting website that combines a bunch of theories and predictions for what the world is going to be like in the future, 5 years, 10 years, 20, 100 years from now. And then if you click on timeline, you can click on the era, the time that you want to see. You can see predictions in the future, and you can also look at stuff that's happened in the past. So if we want to see what's going to happen 2040 to 2049, which is 35 years from now, you can look at the different predictions, and these are all really in-depth predictions. So if you see that the global population reaches 9 billion, that's a prediction. You can click on that link and it'll actually go in depth and explain why that prediction is on here. It's really, really cool to look at. The next category is software. Ninite.com is one of my favorite sites of all time. I use it every time I work on somebody's computer. What this is you can install or update multiple programs at once in one single window, and you don't have to do anything. It runs it all automatically in the background for you. So no more just sitting through, clicking, installing a whole bunch of different software. You go in here and you check which software applications that you want to install or update on your computer. You put a check mark by them, and then you click Get Installer, and it'll download this small executable file that'll run, and it'll look like this window right here, and it will install all the programs that you selected automatically by itself. You don't have to do anything. You walk away, have a coffee, and come back, and it'll be done. And that's for Windows. For Macs, there is a website called getmacapps.com that basically does the same thing. It's not as extensive. It doesn't offer as many applications as Ninite does, but it offers some of the most popular free applications for the Mac. And I use it, I'm a Mac user and I've used this plenty of times. So that is a great website for Mac users, getmacapps.com. And the last software website is alternative2.net. This gives you a good way to find alternative free software applications. So if you're looking for a free alternative to iTunes, go to this site and you can click on, your operating system, and then go to music category, and it'll give you a best recommendations for alternatives to iTunes. So it's a great website to discover new, awesome, free software apps for your computer. Mailinator is a free public email system. So let's say you need like a throwaway email address really quickly to put in some type of sign up form. They're going to send you like a free ebook or something that does not have any personal data tied to it or anything like that, because this is a free public email that anybody can access, but it's just a throwaway email so you can avoid spam. It's awesome. You go in here, you go to mailinator.com, you can create your own inbox, or, it gives you suggestions for an inbox, and you just click that and use that email address for whatever you're signing up to. And you can go ahead and check that email free publicly without having to worry about any spam coming to your personal email. Next category is the fun category. These are just fun, random websites that you can waste time on or actually get some use out of. The first one is nerdydaytrips.com. I love this website for discovering new things to do wherever you're at. So let's say you are in Raleigh, North Carolina, and you want to find something fun to do during the day. Maybe it's a weekend, it's a Sunday, and you run out of things to do. Well, this gives you suggestions based on where you're at. So you just find out where you're at on the map and click on these little icons, and it'll give you recommendations for things to do where you're at. So for example, right here, this is the Raleigh Road Outdoor Theater. Maybe it's something that you don't know that you can do, and it's pretty interesting if you live in an area that has a lot of these dots. Some places don't have many of them, but if you live in an area, just go here and just search wherever you live and see if there's things around to do that you haven't done yet. This next website is a online riddle game that it's impossible to beat, I think, and in my opinion. There's so many levels. It's called the hardest riddle available on the internet. And it really is. It is really hard. So you just go here and you click start. Don't expect to do anything for the next few days. You're going to be obsessed with getting to the next level on this online game, online riddle. And I'm sorry that I introduced this to you, and I apologize. But yeah, go ahead and check that out. That's notpron.org. This next fun website is windows93.net. And when you go to this website, it's going to load up in your browser, and there's all kinds of different things to do. You can just mess around in this computer. I mean, these links are clickable. You can go to the start menu and look at documents. You got I love you. And there's different Easter eggs hidden on this computer, on this Windows 93 virtual computer. So go and play around on this. It's really fun and really cool if you're a geek and you enjoy the old school Windows. The next category is the productivity category, and this just has two sites. The first site is really simple. It's coffeetivity.com. I discovered this website a few years ago, and it honestly does work for me. So if you're always working by yourself in a quiet room like me in my living room, then you kind of want some ambient noise. And what Coffeetivity does, it just plays the sound atmosphere, the sound of a coffee shop, a busy coffee shop. So it may sound dumb, but it actually does help me do work. It helps me get work done because it just makes me feel like I'm surrounded by other people in a coffee shop who are doing work, and it makes me feel like I'm not alone. And I think this would help you out if you are like me and you work alone and you usually work in a quiet environment. Kind of gets you your mind going and your ideas flowing. And just let this play in the background while you work, and it'll definitely help you out. Coffeetivity.com. Interfacelift.com is my favorite place to get wallpaper. This is the best place to go in my opinion. I've been going to this site for years to get my wallpaper, and it has the most amazing desktop backgrounds that you can download for free. I think having a nice, calming, or just beautiful desktop background on your computer kind of gives you inspiration, something that makes you feel good and makes you happy and gets you started for the day, because these photographers who put these pictures on this website are amazing. They're talented and they take some of the best pictures. And last but not least is the health category. If you're like me and you have random things in the fridge and you don't really go grocery shopping all that often, and you don't really like to waste time cooking, this is a pretty cool website to have. All you have to do is select what you have in your kitchen currently, and then it'll give you suggestions based on those ingredients that you currently have. It's pretty cool. I always struggle with what to cook, so this is a huge help for me. And the last website is eatthismuch.com. This automatically creates meal plans based on your diet goals. So if you have a daily caloric goal, say you want to only take in 2,000 calories per day, and you want to do it in 3 different meals, you just input that right there on the home screen and you choose what you like to eat. If I like to eat anything, just click generate, and it'll give you meal plans and meal recommendations based on what you enter. It saves time. It saves you from deciding what you're going to eat every single day. So I think that is a pretty good website, eatthismuch.com. So that was my list of cool websites that I think you should know and you should bookmark right now. Share with your friends. Maybe your friends will appreciate new cool websites and it'll make you feel good inside. When you share, it's like giving somebody a mixed CD and them liking the songs on the CD. That's how it feels like. So I hope you appreciated this video, and leave a comment down below and let me know if there's another website that you think is really cool that I should know about that wasn't listed in this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys in the next video.